creative genius.
Hell yeah.
Yep, it's me, the one and only G, and today I'm taking a DNA test. Not that kind. It's a DNA kit from ancestry.com that obviously you can go online and track your DNA, your family lineage. It says right here in the back, register your kit. That's step one. Step two is collect your slava. Not going to record that. Y'all don't want to see that. Some of y'all do. Some of y'all nasty. Part 3 is mail your sample in. And 4 is explore your results. I got this test just because it was on sale. Called it Amazon Prime Day or week or whatever they do. It was a decent price. I've always wanted to do it, so I figured I'd do it. I'd buy it. I'd document it. And we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see what my lineage looks like because my family, man, on both sides, you can't really trace my family back too far. Just speaking to my parents or my grandparents who are, deceased, all except for one. And you just can't really trace your family back too far. So this is going to be really interesting for me. So I'll give you a little bit of peek about my family lineage, my history, my family tree. So come with me. Test kit for ancestry.com. I don't know. I'm thinking about, I guess it's sinking in now. I'm thinking about how crazy it would be to actually find some relatives. You don't know who's done it in your family lineage, some long lost cousin, uncle, brother, sister, kids. I hope I'm joking about that, especially that last one. But you don't know who's done it. You don't know who's in the system, and you don't know who might reach out to you. But it's interesting. It's interesting to think about. It's interesting to, I'm sure, to experience. But I just started thinking about it right now. I bought the kit because it was on sale. It was a good price, and I told myself next time I see it, at a good price, I would purchase it. So I did, and that's all it was. There was there wasn't a whole lot of thought put into it. So I purchased it, and I've been sitting on it for a minute. I've had it for a minute, and I just did it today. Time-wise, I probably had it for a little over 2 weeks, I'm thinking. Just sitting up there with the intention to document it for myself or for this video, whatever. My whole plan is to wait the 6 weeks they say it takes and get it back and see what might come about. It's interesting though. I'm really doing it to see my lineage, to
to see where they say I'm from or my DNA is from and all that stuff. But the thought of actually potentially meeting some people that I'm actually related to DNA wise just popped in my head, and I'm like, damn, that's actually interesting. I never really thought that far into it. And then you don't know down the line what your parents or your grandparents have done in secret behind closed doors, and you may have like family out there that's more than just like a third cousin removed by the fourth power. You know, you might have somebody that's close, a little bit closer to you. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys in tune. When I wake up in the morning and the sunlight hits my eye, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. It's a lovely day. I don't know the song. I like the vibe in that song, but I don't know that song. Singing a song I don't know. What's up, world? It's me, the one and only G. And today, this morning, this morning, it's been several weeks since I've taken that DNA test for ancestry.com. And it's been actually pretty interesting. I did a whole video where I was talking like I do forever, on and on, rambling. Realized that for some reason I was trying to record my screen, and I realized that there was no sound for some reason. The first minute was sound and the rest of it was not sound. And I tried to record it again and the same thing happened. So I'll just catch you up and probably show little snippets of what I was trying to capture. So I found out that it broke it down, I think, into 16 parts. And like I said, I'll show it here. I'll show it right here, right now. Pop it on screen. Here it is, my 16 traits. And it shows basically like my DNA, where it sort of not begins, but it goes back into where my ancestors migrated from originally, if you believe in this type of stuff. I don't know. I don't take it too seriously. I just kind of take it for what it is. It's really sort of interesting for me to think about. So I guess that's enough for me. I don't look too much into it. But as far as being able to connect you with relatives that share the same DNA is definitely true, because I found an auntie. I found my auntie that is my dad's auntie that's actually pretty close to his age. One of those things where she was young, and when he was born, they weren't too far apart, so they actually kind of grew up together. Long story short, I reached out to her. She reached back, and we're going back and forth messaging because it shows the percentage. She was the highest percentage of a person that shared my DNA that popped up. I think it was like 10 or 12% of the same DNA. It even tells you that this person could possibly be an auntie or a great auntie. She ended up being my great auntie. But like I said, she was close to my dad's age. So just to put that into perspective, it's a great auntie, but she's, like a parent age for me, not like this big, huge gap. And we were messaging back and forth, and she finally said she wanted to get my information so that we could talk. And I was still skeptical, so I did not give her my phone number. And I'm like, if this is a real person and is legit, then this person would pursue this conversation with me. And that's exactly what happened. I sent my email address, and I'm like, anybody that responds to an email address has to be serious about connecting and not just on some old scamming stuff. So I sent my email. She responded with her number. I waited about a day because I had to work and all this stuff. Called the number, we talked, and even still, we wasn't sure about who each other was and all this stuff. And well, who's your grandpa? Who's your grandparents? And I said who my grandparents was. Well, who's your parents? And I said who my parents were, and it was just like, what? So the joyful feeling that I experienced was amazing. Earlier in this video, and like I said, this is several weeks later. I remember saying I was in a car that the thought of what could come about was sort of exciting. Like, wow, I never really thought about that part. I just wanted to see where my family kind of migrated from. And that's where it was. So those thoughts, and I immediately went back to those thoughts. I'm like, yo, this is like an amazing feeling to actually find somebody, like the shit that you see on TV. Like it really happened. So I don't know a lot of my dad's side of the family. I never really got to know a lot of them. I lived in Alabama, where he was from, for a school year. I went to third grade down there, and that was it. I've been back since for a funeral, but that, as far as just being there and like really being able to connect with family, I didn't really do that. I'm third grade. I'm a super young kid, so I don't remember a lot. And I knew of one great auntie that lived in Alabama that I knew, that I saw when I went back as an adult for a funeral. And I knew of another auntie. I didn't know there was, I believe there's 4 of them total. Had no idea. So this auntie that I met is the youngest of the great aunties. Like I said, close to my dad's age. Shared with me that they were close, that they pretty much grew up together. And that was even more of an amazing feeling, because it's like, here I have now not only my auntie, my blood relative that I don't even know. I have the opportunity to get to know her. But also, here is a person that knows my dad well, outside of my mom, where I can talk to and pick her brain and say, what was he like? What did he talk about? How was it growing up? My mom don't have a lot of those details because she didn't meet my dad until I believe they were teenagers. Yeah. So that there's a whole part of his life that I never got. My dad passed away when I was 12. So there's a whole part of his life that I never got to know directly from him or anybody else. I never had these conversations. So it's very exciting for me to know that, because she's gonna get tired of me asking questions, but she's coming here for a play that my cousin that I found out is in, and I'm gonna definitely get tickets to go see that play. So that may be where we meet, or we may meet up before that. I don't know, but I'm going to definitely see the play and meet my cousin. But I'm excited to meet my auntie and catch up and talk to her and share stories and find out about my family that I don't know about, because my grandfather, her brother, passed away like a year or so after my dad. So I lost my dad when I was 12, lost my grandfather when I was 13, and that pretty much cut off, communication with that side of the family. I'm still kind of in touch with other people. I say a cousin, and not really, because he stays really busy. So there wasn't really a communication with that side of the family at all. My grandmother, my dad's mom, lives here. So yeah, I would talk to her on and off, and I really need to reach out. But that was it. So just as far as my dad's dad side of the family, which this auntie, like I said, is his sister, I don't know them. And hopefully this is the beginning of me getting to know them, because family is important to me, and I'm excited. So to sum it all up, yes, it's worth it. If you're on the fence about doing the test for ancestry, I would say do it. If you have a similar situation like mine, to where you have a side of your family that you're not really in tune with and you want to get to know them, do it. What does it hurt? I think it's on sale right now. I would put the link in the description if I was getting paid for it. But just go to just go to Amazon and just go to ancestry.com, the website, I should say. Not Amazon. Go to the ancestry.com website. I want to say yesterday I saw it on sale for $39.99. I've already done it, so I wasn't really interested, but do it. Do it. If you have family to get in touch with, do it. Also, I'm going to play a clip right now. Well, no, hold on one second. I'm going to play a clip in 2 seconds where I was FaceTiming my mom and I told her everything that I just told you guys right now. I'll play it now. So this is the clip where I was explaining to my mom. For some reason, it didn't have sound on it, but I was explaining to my mom everything that I just shared with you guys. And, you know, she was excited to hear about the same thing, a surprise, I should say, to hear about the same thing. And we're just kind of going back and trying to figure out. She said she knew she met this particular auntie once before, but probably just once, because she lived out of town. So she didn't stay in Alabama. She moved away, I believe, at a young age. But like I said, I'll get all those details when I talk to her. I did talk to her on the phone a few times after that. And she just seemed like a really nice, genuinely dope person, a really big personality. And I'm excited to meet her, to get to know her, and to meet more of that family on that side. So that's that. Like I said, if you're on the fence, do it. Why not? What does it hurt? But I'll talk to you guys soon. And I'll keep you updated on this. I'm definitely going to document when I meet her. Hopefully she don't mind being recorded. And I'll just set up some cameras just to kind of capture that moment. But don't be mad if I don't, because I want to be in that moment. And I want to experience that moment so I can play it back in my memory. And I don't want to be trying to focus on setting up cameras and stuff. So if I don't get it, I don't get it. But I'll let you guys know what happened. So stay tuned.
Creative. Genius.